After months of discussion and community feedback, there's now a proposal for how Duluth police can use riot gear. Tonight, community members gathered to learn more about how and when officers could use the new equipment. CBS 3's John Cardinelli was there and has the details.
It's been more than a year of work.
Our hope is, of course, not to ever have to use it.
The Citizen Review Board presented a proposed policy to Chief Mike Tuskin. It covered how and when riot gear can be used in Duluth.
Yeah, this is really solely for an event where you are facing either criminal civil unrest or there is we have criminal intelligence to believe that that could happen.
People at the meeting raised concerns about the policy. The review board members did their best to answer them and say they're happy with the outcome.
It took the most time besides the 30 hours that we spent drafting this policy. So the comments today, if that's all I had to worry about, I think we did a pretty good job.
There are still worries for some in the community.
I think that it should be made clear to people what possible harm could happen to people who would be in the middle of a situation that they are not in control of. And, for people to know what the ramifications could be if there's an error in judgment.
With judgment comes responsibility, and that is something Human Rights Officer Carl Crawford says was carefully crafted in the policy.
We live at different times, and keeping in mind the historical trauma of what has happened in the past, our community came together and talked about that, spent many days actually hand-wringing and working hard to make sure we have a policy that is both respectful and reflective of the kind of care we expect from our police department.
The main goal, which review board members say they feel they achieved, keeps the department in check when it comes to using the gear.
Not a watered down version of a policy where it can be utilized any way they feel necessary. And there was a couple officers who agreed that this is the only policy that tells them what they can and can't do.